Hey folks, another Bandai build for you here. This is a great little kit with R2-D2 and R5-D4 from Star Wars New Hope. This one is actually pretty much finished. The R2 one anyway, which I'm going to show you in a second. This video is very much going to be about what not to do with scale modelling, because this is actually kind of the first kit I made. And it's not terrible. It's by no means 10 out of 10, but I made a lot of mistakes, which I'm going to tell you about. Haven't done the R5-D4 one, so you can see he's all in pieces. All the body pieces are in white. There's his little round head there. The silver parts are in here, and he's got some blue parts. They're in there. The red parts are actually downstairs on my spray booth. I've primed those and sprayed them red, so I haven't got those in the bag. And then there's the decals for R5-D4. I'm really scared of doing this one because it's got this decal, these round decals that have got to go around his head, which I'm terrified of putting on and messing up. I'm honestly petrified of doing these decals, so that's going to be fun. I think I might record that, then you can see me struggle with it and watch me torture myself as I put that one together. So this is how R2 started out. White body, silver bits, blue bits. Now, I pretty much followed almost followed the technique. Another guy on YouTube, Helgen, sorry, is that his name? Helgen35. I was going to say Helgen35, but he doesn't like that. It's Helgen35. I think it's a signature. So what he did was, with the blue parts, he primed those silver, and then he sprayed blue over the top. So I did the same thing. With the silver parts that are kind of this plasticky silver that you can see on the R5-D4, it's exactly the same. I think I primed those grey, and then I sprayed a silver coating over the top. The white, I would have primed grey, sprayed white. The blue, I would have sprayed grey and then... Oh, no, sorry, the blue bits, as I say, same as the head. I would have sprayed those silver and then sprayed blue over the top. And that worked really well because you get this nice kind of metallic blue finish to them. Due to my mishandling of it, some of the blue has ended up kind of getting chipped and, I'm not going to say smudged, but kind of weathered just by build. So there's little marks and things where the blue's worn off and you can see the silver or metal underneath, and I'm actually really happy with that. It's a happy accident. I was aware of it as I was building it, and it's something, if I was doing something else where I didn't want that, I'd simply respray it, but in this case I didn't, because I thought it actually added to the effect of the weathering. Now, one of the things that went wrong with this was the white spray, because one problem I had was when I'd done the white spray, or sprayed the white coat on, it was really sticky, and I couldn't understand why. And I googled about this, and there were a couple of suggestions, and I think it might have been just a bad pot of paint. It was a Vallejo Model Air. Another person suggested it might have been kind of the wrong thinner, because I just use an isopropyl alcohol thinner, but I used that with plenty of other paints, plenty of other Model Air paints, and it wasn't a problem. End result was I just had to leave it for really like 3-4 weeks to dry, and then that stickiness sort of finally came out, because when I was trying to put a clear coat on top of it, it was almost like it was absorbing into the stickiness. It wasn't right. I could tell it wasn't right. The blue, the silver, they were no problem. I think the blue I might have done with a Tamiya paint as opposed to the Model Air. Once it was all finished, the other problem I had with the white paint was I was learning to use the airbrush, and as I was spraying it, I was too far away. Now, what happens when you do that, if you're not close enough with the airbrush, this is my understanding, is the paint comes out the airbrush, and because you're too far away, it almost collects in the air and starts to dry to an extent. So it's kind of glooping together in particles that aren't as fine as the particles that are coming straight out of the nozzle. So by the time it kind of hits the model, it almost gives a powdery effect. So like on this panel here, you probably can't see it, but it's a little bit powdery. So it's not a smooth finish, which it would be if it had been sprayed properly. So that was one problem as well. Once that's all done, clear coat went on, and then I've weathered it. I've used oil paints, put those on, rubbed them down, given a pretty good finish. I used an Abteilung brown one on the feet, and then a Payne's grey, I think, paint more on the body and the head, which is not blended in as well as I'd hoped, but I still want to do little oil streaks and other bits of weathering on this to finish it off properly. So yeah, not bad. I mean, for a first attempt, it's certainly not a disaster, but definitely problems with it. But luckily I've got another one of these because I've got the R2-D2 and BB-8 kit, which is exactly the same. So I'll be able to do this one again and kind of nail all those problems. So there you go, that's my R2 build. Hope you enjoyed that, and see you in the next video.
Head to toyshooter.com to join our newsletter and get my free guide to toy photography. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube using the link below. When you subscribe, look for this option to be notified whenever we upload new tutorials. Otherwise, videos will probably get lost in your feed here on YouTube. To see my work on Instagram, you can follow our account at instagram.com/WeShootToys, where you'll also find some exclusive behind-the-scenes videos. You can also get regular news and updates from our Facebook page at facebook.com/toyshooter. As with YouTube, you can get notified whenever I upload news or photos by clicking on that like button arrow, then selecting all notifications. You can always change this later if I'm posting more cool stuff than you can handle. Here are all those links again. See you next time.